Aion is a massive MMORPG title. Probably most of you guys are familiar with. Aion 2 was announced in 2018, almost 7 years ago now. And now we have finally gotten confirmation that the game will be releasing. We haven't gotten almost any information regarding this game, but we finally got some info. So let's jump into it and see what it's all about. So the newest thing that we've gotten from Aion is basically this information right here, which he's basically talking about the release of Aion. Now let's talk about the release first. Now the release of Aion, what they're saying is they're gonna release the game in Korea, Taiwan first, and then release it globally after. But they're expecting to release it in 2025. So here it says, in the case of Aion 2, we developed the content and games that fit both Korea and Taiwan, a global market, but we seriously consider simultaneous releases. That's why we plan to release Aion 2 in Korea first at the end of this year, which is 2025, and then release it in NA in America, NA Europe after modification short time later. Now, it's been a lot of back forward regarding this when it comes to Aion. First, it was that it's going to be releasing in East first, and then global, and then it was simultaneous release, and now they're back to that we will get a release a short time after. We're going to talk about the reason why soon, but let's talk about Aion for a second. Now, NCSoft has been working on many MMORPGs. We have Aion, Blade and Soul. Now we are getting Blade and Soul Neo, Throne and Liberty. So they're pretty familiar with these type of MMORPGs. And what they're saying right now is that they are feeling like the MMORPG market is stagnating, or it's not. We're not getting new players in. And the reason for that is that they had a very, I would say, big fail when it comes to Throne and Liberty release in Korea. Is doing good globally, but it absolutely flopped, and that's the reason why they're kind of wary when it comes to the MMORPG market. Now, knowing Eastern MMOs, like even if it's a mobile or PC MMOs or whatever it is, if the MMO does really good on the Eastern market, they don't bother even releasing it globally. Like we've seen, like if you take an example of a game that it happened with was Odin Valhalla Rising was a massive cross-play MMORPG that was supposed to release, but it never released because it did really good on the Eastern market. And what they usually do is they wait for the MMOs to either the player either that they started losing income when releasing it globally, or that the game completely flops. So if Aion does end up doing really good, Aion 2, I don't think it will, but if it does really good in the Eastern market, I don't think we will see it globally. But there is a chance, most likely, that it won't perform because, as they said, the MMOs are not performing. Now, Aion 2, unfortunately for some, others, is going to be a cross-play MMORPG. It's going to be first they said it's going to be a mobile cross-play game with PC and mobile. Then they said it's going to be PC first with some mobile features. A lot of people are confused with that. That basically means that there will be a PC and a mobile version. It's not going to be, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what are they talking about when it comes to mobile features like autoplay, auto combat, whatever it is? It's definitely coming out on mobile. Now with the engine or I think they're using some type of AI. I'm not sure what it's called again. Invan, or I don't remember what it's called, but they're using a new technology inside the game, which will let you play the game with worse devices, either it's mobile devices or PC devices, to make sure that it is not as requiring as other MMORPGs, because they want a lot of players to be able to play it and check it out. Now, overall, the rumors around it, because there's very limited information. We have a video, we have this article, and some tiny rumors here and there, but they're trying to bring back the whole PvE/PvP aspect of Aion. They want to have a proper big PvP experience that made Aion 1 great, but with the improved combat system, more action oriented from what I'm hearing. And I think they're gonna go with the whole Throne and Liberty route, where we have double weapons. Now they have a lot of experience making MMORPGs, so I do think the game could be a hit. However, we have to talk about the massive concerns, which is again gonna be monetization. Let's be real, guys. If the game is releasing for PC and mobile, it's gonna have heavy monetization. I mean, we've seen it especially with NCSoft in general. I mean, you can look at NCSoft's games, man. All of them are heavy monetized. It's gonna be microtransactions. It's gonna be, I mean, when they're saying it's gonna be PC game with some mobile features, well, the first thing I think of is auto combat or auto play or auto AFK stuff. You can probably buy something to make your character go AFK. I mean, that what basically what they tried to do with Throne and Liberty, and then they went back on it because of the heavy negative feedback. So there's a lot of like skepticism around it. I mean, they did really bad with Throne and Liberty, and they want to do good, right? If you look at this report right here, you can see that they're looking at their reports. At the end of the day, they're a company that wants to make money, right? They want to make money, and we're gonna try to find the best way that they can put the monies in their pocket. And if that goes if that has to be on the advantage of the consumer, they will do that. I mean, that's basically what they would do, right? Now, am I looking forward to Aion? I mean, I definitely am. I mean, we've started using Unreal Engine 5. The first video that they showed for 2018, I'm pretty sure the game will not look anywhere like that at all. I think the idea of it, like, it's gonna be a lot of flying stuff, a lot of like Aion 1 features or looks, but I think the gameplay, how the game will look, and the quality of the game will be probably much better, because it is a trailer for like 7 years ago. I mean, I don't even know how long ago, right? But I don't like, again, I strongly dislike the whole part of that the global launch is after the main launch, because you will get all the content, you will see all the content. The only positive thing of having the global launch later is that a lot of bugs and exploits and patches will be fixed in the Eastern market before it comes globally. But overall, looking at it, I mean, NCSoft, even though they're saying, here it says right here, right? However, we focus on the fact that there's no supply compared to that. There's not many companies that can release MMORPGs globally. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, the main issue is the Eastern market does develop a bunch of MMOs, but not everybody releases them globally. We us global players are struggling. I mean, we're thirsty for good MMOs or any MMOs at all. That's why we play every MMORPG that comes from the Eastern market. I mean, I've been having fun with Throne Liberty. If they can make an actual good game and actually respect the title of Aion, I think the game could be good. But they are using, I mean, we've seen many MMOs do this, right? They use the names of strong, big MMOs that people have a relationship to, and release the second game, and the second game ends up being absolutely horrible. Now, my prediction for the game is, even though they're saying the release date is at the end of the year in Eastern, and they're saying that the global launch will be a short time after, I do think we're probably going to be able to play the beta or even check out the game. I mean, in Korea. I mean, I will definitely be playing in Korea to just check out what Aion is when it releases there. But when they say a short time later, I don't 100% believe that. I mean, again, like I mentioned earlier, it depends on how well the game does, right? If it does horrible, like Throne Liberty. I mean, the reason we got Throne Liberty this early, in my opinion, globally, even though you guys might not call it early, is because it flopped. Their numbers flopped, and they have to make up for all the investment they've done with Throne Liberty by releasing it globally. And I think it'll be kind of the same thing with Aion 2. And I do think Aion 2 will not do as good as they predict when it comes out in Korea. So we might be able to play it this year. It is probably going to be a mobile experience with PC. I mean, they went back on it with Throne Liberty, because Throne Liberty, it was also supposed to be a mobile slash PC. But I do think that this time they're like, yeah, Throne Liberty flopped, so we might as well try it with Aion 2, right? But let me know what you guys think. I mean, overall, it's exciting anyways, being able to play a new MMORPG. My expectations for Aion 2 is not at the highest. I do think it might be a fun game to check out, but I do think it's going to be extremes amount of monetization in there, a lot of pay to win in there. I mean, the company itself, NCSoft, has laid off a bunch of staff because they're struggling economically and the expectations of how much money they were about to earn always impacts the product. It's just, we've seen it with many MMOs and games in general. When you lose a lot of developers, when you lose a lot of money and you don't make it back on the investment, the games don't end up being as good as you wanted to. And especially NCSoft, that are just pushing out MMOs, right? I mean, let's be real, who's pushing out MMOs like NCSoft? Nobody, right? And when they also are just continuously pushing out MMOs, it's gonna be expensive. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Aion 2. I guess excited for it. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. Thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and I'll check out this video right here. Bye bye.